Big Apple, 3 a.m.
Bloodstained: Ritual of the Night is an action-adventure RPG developed jointly by Artplay, Deco, and WayForward Technologies and published by 505 Games. It released on June 18, 2019 for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC, and June 25th for the Nintendo Switch. The Industrial Revolution has led mankind away from spirituality, much to the grief of the Alchemy Guild, who is dependent on the people's faith to stay in power. To combat this, the guild did the inconceivable. They created the Shardbinders, humans implanted with crystals granting them the ability to control demonic powers. The existence of the Shardbinders opens the gates of demonkind to the world, and chaos ensues. These Shardbinders were all sacrificed in a dark ritual, leaving only 2 survivors: Miriam, who fell into a coma just before the sacrifice, and Jebel, who miraculously survived it. The church succeeds in defeating the demons, and the Alchemy Guild is presumed destroyed. 10 years pass, and the demons have returned, amassing in a great castle. Miriam wakes up from her coma and finds out that Jebel is behind the demons' return, along with Johannes, an alchemist and Jebel's best friend, and Dominique, an exorcist and old friend of Johannes. Miriam rushes to the castle to find answers and put a stop to the demon menace. And no man can say who will emerge victorious. Bloodstained brings us a Metroidvania in all its glory, an action-packed traversal fest of the castle on a 2D plane, battling countless demonic creatures along the way. Each area of the castle has a different theme tied to it, be it a garden, a library, or a cathedral. If you get stuck at any certain point, it pays to take a look at your surroundings and your map to find out where to go next. This castle is a big one, leaving you much to explore, and the more you do so, the more you will come to know that backtracking is the name of the game. Many a time have I had to go back to one area of the castle because I found an item or a shard that let me progress further into a previously blocked area. Shards are the main collectible in the game, and they come in 6 different varieties. Conjure shards are generally one-shot, front-facing attacks. Manipulative shards can serve special functions, such as grabbing objects and morphing, just to name a few. Directional shards allow you to aim where Miriam will fire. These 3 types of shards will expend MP with each use. Familiar shards summon a demon partner to your aid. Passive shards award you a buff depending on the shard's description, or a special effect so long as the shard is equipped. Leveling up these shards is possible in 2 ways: enhancing its rank with Johannes, or obtaining duplicates of it and increasing its grade through grinding the same monster. Increasing rank adds other effects to the shard, and once a passive shard is ranked to level 9, it becomes a skill shard, a permanent addition that doesn't use up a slot in your loadout. The possibilities here are near endless, letting you mix and match shard loadouts to suit any playstyle. Along with your shard loadout, there are many different weapons to choose from. Swords, knives, guns, spears, whips, and even shoes are some of the weaponry at your disposal. Outside of the castle, the town of Arventville is your hub. Here you can visit Johannes and Dominique. Johannes can craft and dismantle weapons, armor, and items, prepare meals, and enhance your shards. Once anything is crafted for the first time, it will be available for sale at Dominique's shop. You can also partake in a variety of fetch quests with the townsfolk for rarer items, or for the sake of completion if you're anything like me. The controls aren't super tight, but that's what you come to expect from this genre. Each action, from a swing of your weapon to jumping from one platform to the next, has a wait and delay from input to execution that just feels natural. Whiffing an attack can leave you open to some hurt in the later stages of the game, and miscalculating that jump can spell disaster in either a spiky doom or more backtracking. The game does ramp up the difficulty towards the end, so do go ahead and stock up your inventory, grind up some levels, and power up your gear. This ain't your While the pixel art and chiptunes of old were staples of the Metroidvania genre, the 2.5D environment of Bloodstained is marvelous. The Unreal Engine 4 is a great home for Igarashi's vision. The level of detail in the background is just astonishing, and a work of art no matter where you are in the castle. Familiars and enemies following you around will cast shadows on just about anything, and even leave blood splatters on the walls. With that said, the game does suffer from small performance issues on a base PS4, like increased loading times and frame rate drops. The PS4 Pro mitigates this effectively, but some instances of slowdown can occur, most notably towards the end game. Michiru Yamane returns to the scene to lay down a masterpiece of a classical rock score that will keep you humming away well after you put the game down. Every single track in this game just bursts with nostalgic bliss. The character models are delightfully crafted, from Miriam and Jibo's dark elegance to Zangetsu's rough and tough mix of Eastern motifs and Gothic garb. Miriam's character model is customizable provided you have the right items, and some of her equipment will be seen on her person as you play.
You're the only one who understands
the voice acting fits each character perfectly, although it's odd to hear David Hayter use his Solid Snake voice in a different character.
Here we go.
How many times do I have to tell you? Our enemies are the demons and those in league with them.
And I say, what is the difference? The alchemists were the gunmen, the shardbinders the gun. All must be dismantled.
Since the days of Super Metroid and Castlevania Symphony of the Night, many game developers have thrown titles into the genre. Many of these titles make a great effort to innovate on the genre, with some success, but where most have come short, Bloodstained delivers hand over fist. This game strikes a near-perfect balance of nostalgia to charm veteran followers of the genre and appeal to newcomers with its wonderful soundtrack and amazing gameplay. With plenty of post-game content, New Game Plus, multiple endings, and added difficulty, the value of this long-awaited Kickstarter project just keeps on giving, long after your first playthrough. Koji Igarashi is back, and Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is the fan service we all wanted. I give Bloodstained Ritual of the Night an A. From all of us here at Rotten Apple Gaming, thanks for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you like what you saw. Subscribe and click on the notification bell to stay updated on our following videos.